25%, the new Social Security projections. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to share with you some new information that was released by the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, and what they're now saying about Social Security, as a lot of things are changing recently, and we know that we're getting a lot of updates about Social Security, so let's get into it and talk about what they're now saying and what this means for millions upon millions of beneficiaries. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. And because I am your one and only daily advocate, I am very much dedicated to you and everybody right here in the community to help you out in any way that I possibly can and continue to be here right by your side as things continue to change. It's a very busy, confusing, and uncertain time. And again, I want to do all that research and break it down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually happening right now and how your benefits may be impacted. Either way, I'm here for you no matter what. So again, please subscribe down below. That's my promise. And of course, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk through the details, what the CBO is now saying about Social Security, what their latest assessment, and all of this that's going on right now and how it may impact beneficiaries going forward. All right, so if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time, again, we've been talking about this a ton lately, but again, this is in the headlines. A lot of things are coming out about Social Security right now, and as I mentioned before in other videos, this is good, okay? This is a really good thing. I know sometimes we come back and talk about headlines and different details that some of us may not want to discuss, but the details are, we've got to pay attention to this, because at the end of the day, when Congress is talking about Social Security this much, when the administration and CBO and all of these other places and people of influence are talking about Social Security, that's a really good thing, okay? Just like we say, right? The saying is, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? Well, in this case, Social Security, is kind of the squeaky wheel. Therefore, can we get some juice? As in, can we get some oil? You know what I mean? Seriously. So my point is, this is a good thing that they are talking about Social Security. It simply means they're talking about it and they want to make some action on this thing, right? My point is as well, there's not that often that we come forward and we hear them talking about Social Security this much. Therefore, it's good. We got the spotlight. Therefore, we probably want to pay attention to this, right? We kind of want to live it up and we kind of want to see what they're going to do about this. And we want to keep this momentum rolling, because once they drop this momentum, again, it may be a very long time until they come back and start talking about it this much as they are right now. So this is a good thing. Regardless of what's coming out about it, we've got to pay attention to all of it. However, let me tell you about what the CBO is now saying about Social Security and the new projections coming in at 25%, right? All right, so obviously we know about this insolvency issue that is looming, right? Well, that is out about 9 years, according to the latest reports and what they're now suggesting, about 2032. So about 9 years from right now is what they're suggesting as insolvency in Social Security. However, please don't worry about that. It's a long time from right now, and the likelihood of Congress coming together on something and doing something about this is very, very high. Are they going to do it tomorrow? No, highly doubt it. Are they going to do it this week? Nope, probably not. This month? Well, probably not. This year sometime? There's a possibility of that. When? We're not sure. What is it going to be? Again, that is still up in the air right now, but they're playing through a lot of different ideas and plans. But the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, has now looked at this and suggested that there's likely going to be about a 25% reduction to benefits when insolvency hits, in the event insolvency actually does come. In other words, Congress doesn't do their work and Congress does nothing about this. If they just leave Social Security alone and they don't do anything about this, we're going to have this insolvency issue, and they're now looking at a 25% reduction to benefits. Let me put that into perspective here, because over the last, let's just say, year to year and a half or so, the projections started at about 21%. That was where they originally started about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Their projections were coming in saying, we'll need to reduce benefits by 21%. Then it edged up to 22%. Then it went up to 23%. Then it went up to now 25% is what they're now projecting. So these are the details. However, we will be getting another report out of the Social Security Board of Trustees in a short time from now, and this will give us a better perspective on the real finances, the real outlook on Social Security, to let us know what's going on here and where is this fund really sitting? Where's the Social Security Trust Fund sitting? How much money does it have in it? According to the level of beneficiaries, the amount of money being paid out, the amount of money coming in, all of these factors combined, they run it through a calculation or, a system of algorithms or whatever. and they determine where this program will be sitting and what is the likelihood in the event of insolvency, how much this program and how much benefits may be cut. So that'd be huge. Let me put this into perspective really, really quickly here, just so we can see some real dollar amounts behind this and what this would mean for beneficiaries. All right, so let's just say we fast forward 9 years, okay? Congress has done nothing other than sit on their hands, okay? Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so Congress hasn't done anything, which I project that they will do something, but again, let's just say that they don't, and we're dealing with this insolvency issue, okay? So here we are 9 years from now. Let's just say that a beneficiary is getting $1,000. Next month, they're gonna deal with insolvency, okay? $1,000 today, a 25% reduction, get this, would be a reduction of $250 a month. Not per year, per month, $250 per month. So that beneficiary that's getting $1,000 today would now get $750 next month. That's what that would mean. $250 reduction to benefits. That's huge, right? Now, obviously, I'm using a nice round number of $1,000 in this example just to better illustrate the magnitude behind this, which, by the way, in this example, $250 throughout the course of the entire year would be $3,000 less throughout the course of the entire year, right? That's a huge amount of money, especially for somebody living on, say, $12,000 as a $1,000 benefit, right? That's a huge percentage, right? So that is a lot, a huge reduction in benefits. Anyway, so I wanted to illustrate that so you can better see what's going on here, but this is the new information coming out of the CBO. But again, we'll have to wait for that official report to come out of the Social Security Board of Trustees here, and that'll better illustrate what is really going on and what their projections are. Last year, they projected a 23% cut to benefits. Well, we'll see. Does this update to 24, 25%, something like that, this year as they run these reports yet again? And it's all going to be based on a variety of factors, including how many benefits, the total amount of benefits that are being paid out now, how much is in the trust fund, as in how much runway does the trust fund have, is in years or months even. Not only that, how much money is coming in through Social Security payroll taxes, and a whole variety of other factors. So we'll see here what happens, but these are the new projections. And again, these numbers are getting bigger. Not what we want to see, right? But again, this would only be in the event that insolvency actually takes place. Will it take place? Well, nobody knows at this time, but the likelihood is probably pretty relatively small as of now, because we still have a lot of time ahead of us. If we get out, and we're 1 year out from insolvency, well, the story may be a lot different then, but that is still a long time from now, about 9 years. But either way, like I said, I still want to keep you updated with this. Even though this is 9 years away, we still got to pay attention to this stuff, because at the end of the day, it all impacts beneficiaries in a pretty big way, right? And this is just fueling the fire when it comes down to all of the talk and all the proposals, the bills, packages, proposals, the legislation coming out of Congress right now, and what they want to do to these benefits. Either way, I know when we look at information like this, we think, oh, that's not good news. We don't want to hear this. I agree. We don't want to hear this. But what this does is it lights a fire under Congress and gets them moving on this, okay? So that's why this stuff is good and why we want to hear these details, because this just simply shows the magnitude behind what is actually coming here and why they need to do something about this. These are some major numbers, and this is something that cannot be done, right? So anyway, we had the same situation like this back in the 80s. Social Security was facing insolvency, and Congress came in on their white horses and their capes, and they came in and they solved the problem, and then they, pranced away into the sunset. So it's a thing, okay? Congress has done this before, and I would anticipate they will come together on some kind of solution. What it's going to be, nobody knows yet, right? It's still a mystery box. Reach in and grab something out. We're not sure what that's going to be quite yet. Either way, I'll keep you posted with the details. But again, I'd like to share this information with you so you can see what is actually going on and how it may impact all of us going forward. We got to pay attention to this. At the end of the day, this is what Congress is focused on, and that's good. We want to keep the spotlight, right? So anytime that we fall out of the spotlight, we feel like, hey, we like that attention. We want you to come back here and focus on Social Security again. So we've got to keep this momentum rolling when it comes down to Social Security. And again, what Congress is doing about this, it is in the headlines literally every single day. Lawmakers and the administration, the president, people are coming out left and right now, coming out talking about this, and this is good. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later.